China could now afford to dream about a different kind of future. Now, because before it had really become a football, it had been kicked around the world.
China has had the biggest economy of any country for something like 20 out of the last 22 centuries. The last two were an anomaly. But around this time now, China is regaining its stature as the world's biggest economy, depending on how you count it. Even in the Tang Dynasty, China made more iron and steel than all of Europe. This went on for 100 or 200 years. So China has been for a long time a mighty economy and industrial power. And I think the same hard work and sense of strategy that has made China a great nation and economy is now being focused on very worthy future directions of Chinese development that are inspiring many in other countries.
Well, Chinese dream, I think, first of all, Chinese dream, you can interpret Chinese dream in different way. You can, well, in English, Chinese dream is easier, but you can say individual Chinese dream or China as a nation state. If a nation state becomes strong, well, individual will feel safer. Of course, you have a very strong national defense. Right? But if an individual become rich, so the nation state will have a sound foundation. So I think currently, actually, the China actually leadership of people actually are moving, in those two directions, accordingly, right? At the state level, also at the individual level.
China could now afford to dream about a different kind of future. Now, and so this marks a key break, I think. China now needs to think differently about itself. What sort of society are we trying to build? What are its characteristics? Urbanization, social welfare, levels of prosperity, and so on the one hand. And on the other hand, China could now think for the first time for how long? More than 150 years. About its own place in the world, its own future. Because before it had really become a football, it had been kicked around the world. It was so weak. But now it was no longer in that position. China was now transformed. China was strong. China could think about not only what its place should be in the world, but what its role was in the world. Even the beginnings of being a great power. What kind of great power? What is a great power? And all of these things have become possible. And Xi Jinping's notion of China dream is addressing this question.
I think the aim of any government in the world is to provide for its people a better condition of life. So that's important. So I suppose what the Chinese dream, if it's to lift the life of people above poverty line, so people can go have income, children can go to school, better health facilities. I think that's for everyone in the world.
What I think is the China dreaming is to keep more good relations with the world. Because if China has good relations in the world, the people have better conditions also. So what I should say is we should have in every parts of the world strong parties, as you have the Communist Chinese Party here. We should have strong parties with dream for their peoples and to have good governance. That's what we need, to have more conditions for the people. They need equal opportunities, good education, good health, good justice, and good social protection.